Hello and welcome. This is a Scholar up to level 30 guide. This is Shadowbringers 5.0. Level 1 we get Ruin. Deals magic damage to the potency of 160. This is basically your spam DPS. This guy is going to upgrade over time as you level up. At level 2 we also get Bio. Deals magic damage over time with a potency of 20, duration of 30 seconds. It is a spell, and it is also tied to your global cooldown. Much like your rune, it's also going to upgrade over time as long as you keep leveling up. At level 4 we get 4 new abilities: Physic, Summon Eos, and Summon Selene. Let's start with Physic. Physic is a single target spell that heals, restores target's HP by 400 potency, and it is also a spell, so it's tied with your global cooldown. And this is what it looks like. Now, whether or not you want to summon Eos or summon Selene, it's really up to you. There's really no difference. It's just up to preference. Whether you want to summon Eos, this is what it looks like to summon Eos, or you would like to summon Selene instead. Eos is a bit lighter, and Selene is a bit darker. Now, I've dropped my health here, just to show you guys. Your pet will cast Embrace anytime you, your party member, or even your chocobos take damage. I just swapped to a different class just to show you guys. You do not control your pet's healing anymore. You cannot macro out custom heals. As long as your health is not topped off, it can be at 99%. They will frantically try to heal you. Now, the only issue about this heal is if you're too far away from your party member. Let's say the level 60 striking dummy over there is the tank. If I'm, let's say, over here, and the pet is not within the vicinity of the tank, the pet will not heal them. So you need to actually get close. That's why I do recommend not going too far from the tank. Just try to stay close to roughly 10 yalms, which is roughly from here to the striking dummy. Try not to stay too far away. At level 20 we get Whispering Dawn. It lasts for 60 seconds and it is instant cast. And basically it's going to gradually restore the HP of all nearby party members, cure potency of 120, duration of 21 seconds. You can use any fairy with this again, and this is what it looks like. At level 26 we get Bio 2, deals unexpected damage, deals magic damage over time with a potency of 40, duration of 30 seconds, so it's got 10 ticks, a total of 400 potency. It is instant cast with a spell global cooldown. It's basically just derived from your bio, and it gets upgraded at level 26. At level 30 we get Adloquium, restores target's HP, cure potency of 300. It is a spell and it's tied with the global cooldown. Now, Adloquium also has two other effects. It grants Galvanize, and it also grants Catalyze, duration of 30 seconds. Galvanize, as well as Catalyze, basically puts a shield on your target party member with a bonus of 125% base value multiplied by whatever you heal the target with that 300 potency heal at first. So depending on how much you heal, you multiply that by 1.25 and they will get a shield, a yellow strip. Whether they're maxed out at health, they're going to get a yellow strip on top of their health, or if they're missing health, they're going to get it right in that health value indicator area. So alone by itself, typically you're just going to cast your Adloquium and you're just going to get Galvanize. This is basically the icon right here. It's going to last for 30 seconds. Now I have ways to show you guys the Catalyze, which I'm going to show you right now. So if you do get Catalyze, it will look like this. So the first one to go, if you do land that critical number that you just saw there, you're going to get both your Galvanize and your Catalyze. The Galvanize goes off first. That's the shield that gets dissipated as soon as your selected target takes damage. This way, your Catalyze stays on the target, so you can keep spamming that Galvanize. It's a very efficient way of healing someone and then also setting the shield. Now this also works well later on because you're going to run into the fact that some tanks have invulns where their health value does not stay permanently still like Paladin's invuln. So this will actually benefit you severely, unlike some other healers. And I'm going to say this last because it's pretty much self-redundant. At level 12 we get Resurrection. Resurrects target to a weakened state. This is a spell and is tied with a global cooldown of a very long 7.8 etc. Roughly 10 seconds. It's going to feel like 10 seconds. Honestly, I would just tether this along with Swiftcast. If you don't have it yet, just make sure you stay alive. Make sure your party members stay alive, and for whatever reason you need to cast this. And if you can kill the target enemy first, I would just kill the target enemy first, because this will just basically put you out of commission for 8 seconds. Now, at the start of every match, go ahead and put your Adloquium on the tank. This will basically top them off, and it will also put a shield to increase their max health. Now, the thing about this healer is, do you see your Physic? Do you see this thing right here? Completely ignore it. It's pretty much useless. Anytime the tank falls below 70% health, just go ahead and do another Adloquium on top of that. This will basically increase their health by 30%, by roughly 300 potency, which is 35 to 40%, and it will also, didn't mean to do that, and it will also put a shield on top of them, basically disregard any kind of damage you've taken. Now what I want you to do is to at least put dots on one target, and just watch their health. If their health doesn't fall as fast as you think they would fall, go ahead and just pop your rune on at least one target. Just focus damage on one target. See how their health has fallen down? We're going to recast our Adloquium, and now they're fine. And then we're just going to go back to doing rune spam. Watch the timer on your bio, and then just rinse and repeat. So right here, the fight is over. We're going to recast our Adloquium on the tank. Ooh, nice one, Catalyze there. You can notice the Catalyze on their status. You can see that gigantic strip of shield that almost covers their entire health bar. So that's their Catalyze. If you guys are interested, this basically just makes it so I can stack a bunch of dots on all the mobs, and they still haven't lost any health. And this is basically the basis of Scholar. Ignore Physic. Just use your Adloquium on the target, which is most of the time going to be the tank. If you need to use your Physic, go ahead and just use it on the DPS or yourself. So before the boss fight, let's put our Adloquium on the tank. No crit that time. And let's just go ahead and pop your Swiftcast into dot, at least 3 targets, and then we're going to do rune. As soon as the tank starts taking damage, we're going to cast our Adloquium and then immediately cast our Whispering Dawn. This way they start to recover a bit of health. So we're just going to spam rune, and we're going to watch that, the bio timer, depending on what bio you're running with. And anytime their health falls below 70%, we're just going to cast another Adloquium. If their health falls too low and they still have a shield, go ahead and cast a Physic on them. Let's recast Adloquium here. Much like most healers, anytime you see Lucid Dreaming up, go ahead and just pop it before you start blowing off that peak. Let's cast Adloquium again. We cast our bio on that target, and let's cast our Whispering Dawn. And just manage cooldowns. Do a Swift cast, bio that target. Let's cast Shield on the tank. Remove the paralysis. That is a Catalyze right there. Did you see that gigantic, the gigantic yellow strip? Yes. When you see that, you know you just crit. Let's do Lucid Dreaming again. Let's get rid of that nasty paralysis. It's on me now. And that should do. So as long as you follow those 3 basic rules, put your Galvanize on the tank, below 70% health. Pretty much anytime they start taking damage, just put a Galvanize on the tank. Do not use Galvanize on the DPS or yourself unless you know you're about to take damage, unnecessary damage. And just go ahead and keep up with the rune and the bio 2 spam, just to make sure that they have dots on at least 3 targets.